Pack your bags, cause you busted while you at it. Call a cab, cause you busted, it's obvious. You played around, girl, you busted. Go upstairs and get your and get the fuck out of here, Jeremy. Oh, wee. You can't even lie effectively. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel, #MovieBae. I am MovieBae, and in this video, I'm going to be doing a review over episodes 7, 8, and 9 of Love is Blind Season 6. But before I get into it though, I would like for y'all to drop down and hit the subscribe button. Thank you, because here on MovieBae, I do reviews, reactions, and commentary to movies and television, and if that is the type of content that you like, you might as well stick around and hit that subscribe button. And if you find yourself enjoying my commentary along the way, don't be afraid to give me a thumbs up and or drop a comment down below. Now, y'all, we're not even gonna start with Jeremy and Laura. We're not gonna start with them. We're gonna start from the most boring couple until the couple that actually had me gagged. So let's go ahead and start with Amy and Johnny. Now, people call them the boring couple because they don't have any drama. But like, look, I would rather be the boring couple. I would rather be the boring couple. However, Johnny and Amy did come across their first conflict in these sets of episodes. And it revolves around financial stability and having kids. So Johnny is one of the type of people who he does not want to have kids until he's financially stable. Nothing wrong with that. 100% agree. Amy is the same way. However, she is also the type of person that if it happens, and we just gonna roll with it. And Johnny is like, absolutely not. Ain't no rolling with it because it ain't gonna happen. But herein lies the real problem. Amy isn't on BC. She isn't on the pill. And Jeremy doesn't like using contraceptive. He doesn't like using condoms. And, well, that's the problem, because if you don't want to use condom and I don't want to get on BC, then we're obviously going to have kids unless we're not having sex. Like, make it make sense. Now, honestly, in my opinion, I've never been on BC either because I never felt the need to. And, you know, it's just so much that goes along with it, you know, with the cycle changes and the hormones and the gaining weight. And it's just so many different side effects when it comes to birth control. Okay. So I understand when Amy doesn't want to get on the pill. And honestly, a lot of Hispanic people that I know, they don't believe in contraceptive. They don't believe in, condoms, terminations, birth control. They don't believe in that at all. I guess it's like Catholic. And correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe that's like old generation. Y'all let me know in the comments down below. But the Hispanic people I know, that's not even a thought. If it happens, then it's meant to happen. And in my head, I'm thinking, Johnny, why can't you wear a condom, bro? Like, and pull out. Like, if that's what it takes, then that's what it takes. Are you that paranoid? Like, are you that paranoid? Because if so, they also got plan Bs. He ain't say he was allergic or nothing. So, like, he wasn't really giving an excuse aside from he just don't want to. And we can't get down with that. It needs to be some type of compromise. Another one of their conflicts, excuse me, y'all, I'm like getting over this cold. Another conflict that Johnny and Amy are having is the fact that if her father doesn't approve, if her father doesn't give away her hand in marriage, she's not going to get married. And I'm like, well, why would you come on this show? If you know that how your life is set up and how you honor your father's word so much, why would you even come on the show where he couldn't meet this person before you even fall too deep for them? People don't make sense in my head. Let's go ahead and go to our next couple, AD and Clay. So I want to talk about this scene. It wasn't important, but when AD and Clay were, eating dinner or lunch or whatever, and he was slurping his soup, and she just looked so annoyed with how he was eating. And I was like, girl, he eating. Just eat your food. Eat. Like, in some countries, slurping is a sign of, it's a compliment to the chef. Like, that is good. So, like, do your thing. Do your thing. The second thing is when he was putting the dishes in order, and she was looking at him like, why would you do it? I did the same thing. Like, am I tripping? Because I do the same thing. Let's put all this stuff in one plate. Let's pile it up. Let's make it easier for the staff. Like, what's the problem with that? She gives bad tipper. Because, like, what are you complaining about? So then after that, he was like, well, I'm full. I'm just going to sit back and enjoy the view. So she asked him, what are you thinking about? And he tells her. I want y'all to keep in mind, she asked, what are you thinking about? And he tells her. So Clay was rambling. But long story short, he is afraid of letting her down. He said he doesn't want to let her down. And she keeps saying, why do you feel like you're going to let me down? He was like, no. I don't feel like that. I just don't want to. And honestly, I'm not a man, but I've heard this before. That could be a red flag. But I've heard that before. Like, I just don't want to let you down. Like, you're such an amazing person. You know, you deserve the world. And I just hope that I am enough for you. He does later open up about his father and his mother's relationship. How his father cheated on his mom constantly and even took Clay on these rendezvous with other women. I cannot stand men like that. If you cheat, that's one thing. Like, that's effed up enough. But to take your child to your side piece house, oh my God. Like, yeah, I've heard it all. I've heard that even the side piece, the kids would be calling the side piece mama. Like, that's how disrespectful these dudes can get out here, y'all. Like, and he's just sitting along for the ride. So long story short, he has never seen a successful black couple in the media or in his personal life. So he is afraid that his marriage is also going to be unsuccessful. And I'm thinking, this is definitely something we should have talked about in the pods. What the hell were y'all talking about in the pods? What's your favorite color? What's your favorite food? Oh my God, I like that movie too. Because if I was in the pods, are we having these type of conversations? Do you come from a one-parent household or two-parent household? Are you adopted? Do you want kids? What happened to your last relationship? Why didn't that work out? Like, we talking about all this type of stuff. What kind of job do you do? What's your work schedule like? Did you go to school? Did you not go to school? Are you in the military? Like, we talking, do you believe in this? Do you believe that? We are getting into the thick of it. Okay? Because I don't want to be engaged and then you popping out and telling me, oh, I have a family history of cheating. Like, what? No, that's something I definitely need to know ASAP, because I need to know if you just like that or if you are the exact opposite. Because statistically speaking, scientifically speaking, you're either going to be just like that or the complete opposite. Now, AD meets Clay's mom and his sister, his younger sister, but I think she's still like grown. She's definitely over 18 for sure. And this whole conversation talked about work schedules. So apparently Clay came home. No, apparently Clay didn't come home. Oh yeah, Clay didn't come home one night, and he said that he was working. I'm gonna paint the picture. One, that's an issue. Two, I can't recall if he still touched bases with her or not. Because if you didn't touch bases and say, I'm not going to be home, that's an issue. Another issue is not coming home after you just told me that your daddy is an Asian nigga. No, this is not the right time to not come home. Like, because now I'm thinking, like, are you out there doing something that, you know, you were essentially trained to do? Like, that would not make me feel comfortable. So the whole time, though, he was saying, you don't work how I work, or you haven't started working yet. So of course, me being gone all day is going to be, you know, not idealistic for you. But when you do start working again, you're going to be coming home at 2-3 o'clock in the morning too, because she works at nightlife. And AD is making it clear, working is not the problem. The problem is not coming home. So I did agree with his mom. First, I kind of didn't agree with his mom, because she was like, you're going to have to set the fact that he work. Here we go. That's why these men is spoiled now. But the mom did have the overall message that I was thinking the whole time. It's called making time. It's called making time. And Clay, I'm going to give you some advice. Okay, your destination is an hour away from where you were. So you stayed wherever you were. But if your wife is not comfortable with you doing that, then you're just going to have to drive the extra couple hours, baby. It's called compromising. Hello. And hypothetically, maybe he doesn't like her coming home at 3 o'clock in the morning, because I'm pretty sure he's not going to like her being in the nightlife VIP manager. I'm pretty sure he's not going to like that. So her compromise will probably be letting that job go. Y'all have to compromise. Y'all have to make time for each other. Excuse me. Especially since both of y'all are entrepreneurs. You're working 24/7. Your hours aren't 9 to 5. Y'all are going to have to make time for each other. And if that is going to be an issue, then that's just going to be an issue. And we're not compatible because of our work schedules. If you don't want to compromise, then y'all gonna have to let it go, period. Chelsea's friends come over before they get to meet Jimmy, because he's at work. He's working from home. And she takes him outside and she talks, and she's just gushing about Trevor, how I loved him and he's my type. And I'm like, if I was her friend, I'd be like, okay, so why are you with this dude up here? Because his name ain't Trevor. Am I mistaken? His name ain't Trevor. Why are you like butterflied about this other dude that you're not even engaged to? She tells him how she doesn't feel affection from him. He hasn't kissed her all day. When he comes downstairs, he talks about himself having 2 choices. And it's like, if both of y'all talking about having 2 choices, and when y'all talk about the other person, it's like, yeah, I did like them. I did love them. I would have been like, y'all don't need to be together. I'm that type of friend. But let's proceed. He also brings up, do I look like Chelsea's typical type? And they were like, no. And he was like, well, yeah, she told me that she looks like, and then she was like, yeah, tell him, you guys, who are the celebrities I always get that I look like? And here we back on this. Now it's Carrie Underwood. I don't see Carrie Underwood at all. At least with Megan Fox, I see the eyes and I see the face shape. You know what I'm saying? The face shape. But, I feel like for Jimmy to continue to bring up, yeah, she told me she looked like Megan Fox. And I'm like, you look like Buzz Lightyear. Like, let's be honest. If we being honest, Jimmy, you're not attractive, in my opinion. And Chelsea still looks like a woman that is too good to be on your arm, if we being honest. Like, I just hate that he keep bringing that up as if he Brad Pitt or somebody. Like, as if it's Chris Evans or... Boy, you're not even Justin Bieber. Like, this is the part where Chelsea starts to get on my nerves. So Jeremy, keep in mind, Jeremy is the one who showed Jimmy Jessica's Instagram. Okay, Jeremy was another person that was in a love triangle. But let's proceed. After that, Chelsea's attitude started acting differently. She tells him, you know, I want you to act like you want me. You don't kiss me. You haven't kissed me all day. And then he debunks all of that. He was like, I did. I kissed you twice. I kissed you once in the morning, and then I kissed you once before your friends got here. And she's like, oh, yeah. Well, you still don't kiss me enough. And it's like, And then when you say that you love me, you be like, love you too. And then when the conversation continued, she was like, you don't say you love me at all. Now, wait a damn minute. You just said that I don't say it how you want me to say it. And now you're saying I don't say it at all? Girl. Y'all already know how I feel about Chelsea. Chelsea is big insecure. And she keeps saying, I'm not insecure. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. In the moment that you understand that, you can start working on it. Because that boy does tell you he loves you. My last video, I was like, he tell her that so much, I think he's trying to convince his damn self. He does tell you that he loves you. Y'all kiss all the time. So what are you talking about? All the time on camera anyways. So what are you really talking about? And I want to say this. For anybody listening. If a person is not loving you as much as you need to be loved, that is not your person. It's one thing to learn your partner. Okay, they don't like when I do this, or they don't like when I say this. Those are little things that can be tweaked. But when it comes to you feeling loved, how your partner shows love and how you receive love, when that is 2 different things, that means that's not your person. If he can't or isn't willing to give you all the love and attention that you require, and you aren't, and let's turn it around, and you aren't able to understand that he's not that as affectionate of a person in general, that's not your person, baby. That's not your person. People that really just made my jaw drop Ken and Britney, because y'all know I was rooting for Ken and Britney. We were all rooting for you. How dare you? And Britney. So Ken is concerned about interracial dating and how his family and friends are going to receive Britney, because this is his first interracial couple, and we find out that this is not Britney's first rodeo. Also, when Kenneth brought that up to Britney about raising their children, their interracial children, how they would go about doing that, Britney didn't answer that question either. She really just talked in circles and wanted to know if AD meant it from a place of malicious intent. And I was like, okay, but can y'all answer the question? Like, this is a conversation that needs to be had, and we might as well have it right now. But unfortunately, that question wasn't answered. When they were on the yacht, it was kind of like a moment of silence. And the editing, in my opinion, tried to make it seem like a bad thing. But in my opinion, it wasn't like a bad thing. Secondly, I knew something was on that boy vibe. I said, oh, he thinking. Like, he is in deep thought right now. And I feel like it was stemmed in those interracial questions that AD brought up the other day. When they get back to the real world, Kenneth is on his phone constantly. And he says, I'm checking work emails. I was like, oh, okay, cool. You checking work emails. She's still trying to talk to him. Do you want your stuff on the left side or the right side? Do you want the left sink or the right sink? You're going to have to go get ready in the other bathroom. Like, she's making like little conversations. And I was like, girl, he said he doing work right now. Like, so if I don't reply as fast as you want me to, it's because I'm engulfed in this email right now. But here's the problem with Kenneth. Kenneth comes home one night at 1:30 in the morning. What's up with these men coming home? Clay didn't come home at all. Ken comes home at 1:30, and when we get to Jeremy, he came home at 5 a.m. So, what is wrong with these men not coming home at night? Now, in Kenneth's defense, he said, I did touch bases with you every step of the way. That's a good thing. That is a good thing. However, you also said that you went to get your hair done, which I can attest to can take up to 8 hours. And then you went to lunch with your mentor. What happened from hypothetically 3 p.m. to 1:30 in the morning? Where were you from 3 p.m. to 1 a.m. in the morning? She says that she's missing the crave of intimacy in their relationship. Like, yes, I know we're waiting to marriage, but I still want you to touch me, to hold me, to make out with me. I want to feel tempted. He does not agree with that. Actually, we don't even know, because he didn't even answer that question. He was like, if you ain't feeling me, just tell me you ain't feeling me. And I really wanted him to answer the question. They could have just had different values when it came to their celibacy. However, Ken never even answered the question. He just flipped it. If you ain't feeling me, then you ain't feeling me, and just say that. Let me tell y'all what it is. Ken really wants black love. I don't think Ken really wanted to be with a white woman. Like, in the pod, this is who I connected with. You know, I'm gonna rock out with her. She is beautiful. But every time he got around AD and Clay, he was like, oh, I love this. I love this. Black love, black excellence. He did that every time all the couples got together. Oh, look at y'all. I love this. Like, Ken wants to be in a black relationship. And there's nothing wrong with that. He tried it, went for it. There's nothing wrong with that. I just wanted you to tell her the truth. I just wanted Ken to tell her the truth. What he did do was flip it and put it on her and got back on his phone like, you good? I just did not see that from Ken. So long story short, I had to rewatch that scene twice because I was in disbelief. Y'all know that was the couple I was rooting for. And I was just like, damn. Jeremy and Laura. Let's talk about when they go to each other's house. Laura was so ready to like jump on him about being sloppy and messy, and it turns out that Jeremy is super clean. However, I don't understand how you are super clean and OCD, but you told her to jump on your bed with her outside clothes on. I don't understand how you are super clean and super OCD, but you got in the bed with your outside clothes on and shoes on. Something isn't adding up here. Now, when Jeremy meets Laura's parents, I was like, this ain't gonna work out. I think it's so funny how it's not funny, but Laura's family knows that she is a top-notch biatch. My last review, I was like, she seems like such a cool girl's girl. She seemed like a biatch, if you ask me. And her mom was even like, her parents were like, if you are a doormat, she's gonna run over you. Like, you do have to be strong-willed to deal with her. However, the mom said, the way that they're talking to each other is so harsh. It's like I don't know if they're playing or if they really hate each other. So I don't know what the time gap was, but the next scene with them, Jeremy is getting confronted by Laura. She says that you left at 10:45 p.m. You didn't come home until 5 o'clock in the morning. I said, ooh. 5 o'clock. First of all, why are you leaving at 10:45? So she asked him, where did you go? Well, I was going to go to the bar, but halfway there it switched, and then we karaoke bar, and then it switched, and then we went to Lost and Found. Okay. Continue. Well, on my way there, the guys said that Sarah Jane was there. Okay. Well, I didn't want to let her dictate my life, so I went there anyways. Okay. Now, when she was there, she said, hey, Jeremy, gave me a hug, and she walked away. Okay. And I found out that she was mad at me, so I wanted to go figure out why she was mad. Okay. And then we just talked till 5 o'clock in the morning. Now, a part that I missed was Sarah Jane messaged Jeremy on Instagram about how she's so happy for him and thank you for the experiment. And if you ever want to talk, I would love to meet up with you and talk. And he double tapped it. He said he was just acknowledging it, but it ended up being like a little heart. Okay. Laura was upset with that. Okay. Granted, he showed Laura, but she was like, why did you even reply at all? We'll talk about that when I do my live, y'all. So she was asking Jeremy all these questions. And he was like, I shared my location with you. Okay. You know what? I checked that location at 5 o'clock in the morning. And you were on the north side of town where Sarah Jane lives. So lie again, motherfucker. Essentially. That ain't what she said. But she baited him. I want you to talk and talk your ass into a hole just so I can pull it out on your ass that I know you're lying. And I knew that Jeremy was lying when she was like, so you stayed in the parking lot all night. I don't want to talk about that right now. The moment he said, I don't want to talk about that right now, I said, oh, Jeremy. You lying, buddy. What you lying for? I love the fact that Laura let him talk himself into a hole and got up and said, I'm done with this. And I hope they don't get back together because that was the ultimate disrespect. And I honestly don't even respect women like Jessica and Sarah Jane. If it didn't work out, it didn't work out. And if it comes back around, let it do so organically. Don't deliberately try to pull him away from whoever he's with right now. Like, no respect for that. And no respect for these men coming home at such o'clock in the morning. Be sure y'all tune into my live where we can go deeper into relationship questions like curfews in relationships and what really caused Ken and Britney to fall out. And of course, Jeremy and Laura and Chelsea. Y'all, it's just so much to unpack. So make sure y'all tune in for my live. I'm going live the same day because it's a beautiful day outside and I got things to do. So I'm trying to get these out. With that being said, thank y'all so much for tuning into my YouTube channel. Be sure y'all give me a thumbs up and drop your thoughts and opinions down below. Hit the subscribe button to stay tuned and hit that notification bell so you can join the live. Thank y'all so much for tuning in and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.